What's going on YouTube? Username Kite562 here, and I have a video review for you, and it's of Orochi Volume 2 by Kazuo Umez. Now, I did a review of Orochi Volume 1 a while back, and I saw that video did really well, so I decided to make a playlist for a review of all 4 of these volumes of the Perfect Editions. As you can see, on the front cover of this version, you can kind of see Orochi right there in the black dress. If it'll focus, Orochi's right there. And you see the nice cover of the front with the red embossed lettering, Volume 2 embossed on there too. The spine, Kazuo Umez, Orochi. It's really nice. Here's the back. Orochi's on the back cover. She's the female protagonist of these 3 stories within Volume 2. And basically, Orochi herself kinda slithers into the everyday life of like ordinary people, since Orochi herself's basically an immortal supernatural being from what I've read. And it was just a really interesting collection of stories within this collection. But as the back of the book says, a mysterious young woman slithers her way into the lives of unsuspecting people, like the legendary multi-tailed serpent for which she is named Orochi. And this story is written and illustrated by Kazuo Umez and published by Viz Media in these nice perfect editions. And it's a really beautiful cover. Again, hardcover. So anyway, let me tell you about the contents from within Orochi. Now, you may have saw the front cover, but within the book itself, you get to see this nice big long panel of Orochi. And then on top of that, you get to see this really cool retro art of Orochi, the female protagonist of these stories. It's a really nice experience, if I can capture it here on the camera here. And I have to say, I really enjoyed the first volume, and I also really enjoyed the second. So I'm going to grab my notes here and tell you about the contents within Orochi itself without spoiling it for you. I just got done reading this today. I started reading it yesterday. But again, there's only 3 stories within this collection. However, it's a really solid and a really decently sized collection. Now, Prodigy, Orochi watches over a boy named Yu Tachibana who survived getting stabbed in the neck as an infant during a home burglary situation, and that was a really brutal story for me to experience and really surprising. So as Yu got older, from the 5th grade on, his mother, Yoshiko Tachibana, forced Yu to study more advanced stuff. Like, it says he first starts out in the 5th grade, but his mom kind of forces him to learn more advanced classes stuff like trigonometry, algebra, all that, just really stuff out of Yu's league, and he really starts to hate studying. Kids his age won't hang out with him because he has this horrible stab scar on his neck from, again, when he was an infant from a home invasion incident. And I just really thought it was a really interesting story, but the ending really surprised me at the end, but that's all I'll say about Prodigy. It's just, I really hated the mother, Yoshiko, in this story. It's just, she really gave off a lot of Margaret White vibes, and I'm not just saying that coming off of the cusp of reading Carrie all that time ago, but she's not really quality motherly material. But again, Prodigy was a really solid story out of the three. So after that, the next story is called Home, and it's about a boy raised in a farm village community, and he is named Shoichi Sugiyama, and if I butcher that name, I apologize profusely, who fell on hard times when he graduated and moved to the city. Turmoil hits Soichi, and he doesn't know what to do. Now, by turmoil, I mean he kind of got into this cliche of his moving in with his roommate in an apartment in the city, and then his roommate's nowhere to be found, his savings are nowhere to be found, and then rent's been due for months, and I'll leave it at that. But I have to say, Home itself as a story really surprised me with its visuals alone. It was just a really thought-provoking and surprising story with many twists and turns. And it's a really solid read for a series that was originally from 1969 to 1970. From what I can remember from one of my comments from my Volume 1 review of these hardcover Perfect Editions. And again, as a whole, there's 4 of them. That's going to be released. Volume 3 is going to be releasing in November of this year. So I look forward to reading it. And anyway, back to the review. Orochi herself decides to slip into this dude's life and see what becomes of him, and just notices as he returns to his village of Nakase, not Nagasaki like I thought I was gonna say, but Nakase. And so Shoichi revisits his hometown where he used to pick fruits off the persimmon tree and go to the shrine, hang out with his friends when he was young. And it was just a really heartwarming and thought-provoking experience, and it was just absolutely wonderful. But so many small twists within this story. Like, the children in this story are downright creepy. It was like some Children of the Corn level vibes I was getting. It's just, whew. Like, man, Kazuo Umez, you really creeped me out. Good job on you. I look forward to reading more of your work. So, anyway, so for the final story, Key, Orochi rents an apartment because she's interested in the people who lives there. Now, these people are just mainly office workers, so nothing really happens too much, but it's kind of like a take on The Boy Who Cried Wolf, but like a murder mystery kind of story. And the boy himself, named Hiroki, or Hiroyuki, yeah, Hiroyuki, would always lie about the littlest of things. An example being he was having breakfast with his mom in the morning, but he tried to fake a stomach ache and lie and say that the eggs were rotten. Or when he bumped into Orochi, she wanted to know where apartment complex M3 was, and he misdirected her. And it was just a really another surprising story. Like, both Home and Key were like the main meat of this story. And as you can see, these stories are not too short, nor are they too long. You can see the little black line within the manga volume itself. It was a really solid and thick story that took a really surprising turn that really caught me off guard in a good way. And I really enjoyed the key story. It had a really valuable lesson of telling the truth. It's important. Even when shit may hit the fan, it's important to be honest about anything. So, yeah, my overall thoughts about Volume 2 of Orochi, it was a really enjoyable and memorable experience. And I look forward to reading Volume 3. This is a nice break and a nice takeaway from B-Stars. So, definitely, at the end of the day, I give Orochi Volume 2 a 9 out of 10. Again, this is a 4-volume series, and I cannot wait to read more of this. Kazuo Umez, good job. Thank you for inspiring Junji Ito. And thank you for introducing me to this series. This was a early birthday gift for my girlfriend, so thank you. Anyway, what was your favorite story from the Orochi collection? Let me know down in the comments below if you've read it. Leave a like, comment, subscribe if you enjoy the content from this channel. This is Kite562 signing out. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day. But I also want to say, before I shut off this camera, I also have a Facebook page, like a fan page, down in the description below for like any channel updates. I upload whenever I can, so please be sure to also hit that notification bell. When it comes to my content, I normally don't have a upload schedule thing. This is just a hobby. I just enjoy talking about manga. So anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video. And as always, I hope you have a wonderful day, everybody. Later.